The travesty of Benghazi, the Daily Beast. Follow at the Daily Beast. TUMBLR. Home, politics, business, video, entertainment, fashion, books, art, women in the world. Newsweek. Featured. Washington Bureau. Travel. The Hero Project. Toronto Film Festival. Newsweek subscriber help. World News. Content section. The Travesty of Benghazi by Jamie Detmer, September 11, 2013, 4:45 a.m. EDT. In the year since the attack on the U.S. diplomatic mission, no one has been arrested, even though the suspects are well known. A year after radical Islamists attacked the U.S. mission in Benghazi in an assault that claimed the lives of U.S. Ambassador Christopher Stevens and 3 other Americans, the suspects remain at large in eastern Libya, to the mounting frustration of American officials working to bring the assailants to justice. An armed man waves his rifle as buildings and cars are engulfed in flames after being set on fire inside the U.S. consulate compound in Benghazi on September 11, 2012. AFP/Getty. Benghazi is Euro's trademark exactly a city that FBI agents have been able to spend much time in. So much of the evidence has is based on U.S. drone surveillance and on electronic intelligence. Several of the ringleaders have been indicted in absentia in a New York court, and U.S. officials say evidence of their involvement in the attack has been shared with Libyan authorities. But so far, the Libyans have made no moves to apprehend the indicted suspects. An inaction that has some American lawmakers, including Michigan Republican Mike Rogers, chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, fuming about the lack of consequences for the taking of American lives. Rogers suggested this week that some sort of military action should be mounted to seize the suspected ringleaders, who include Hamid Katila, the 41-year-old founder of a Salafist militia called Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah, which has some crossover membership with Ansar al-Sharia, an Islamist brigade first identified by eyewitnesses as having some of their members participating in the assault last September 11. The Libyans don't Euro's trademark have the excuse of not knowing Euro's trademark's whereabouts. He is not a hard man to find. He has been interviewed in Benghazi by several Western media outlets, and last January would-be assassins placed a bomb under his car that detonated prematurely, killing one of the bombers and injuring another, say Benghazi police. That assassination attempt had nothing to do with Stevens' trademark's death, say Libyan security sources. The bombers were seeking to avenge a relative of trademark's death in a separate incident. Katila has admitted he was at the consulate as it came under attack by a heavily armed group of gunmen, but has repeatedly insisted he was not a ringleader and didn't trademark participate in the fighting. But he has never renounced the attack and has openly stated his disapproval of democracy. He says Euro's trademark is sympathetic with all Euro's trademark's aims, although not a member of the terrorist group. Some U.S. officials and lawmakers assign dark reasons for the failure of the Libyans to question Abu Katila and interrogate other suspected ringleaders, let alone seize them. But the truth is more prosaic. The Central Libyan authorities just don't Euro's trademark have the firepower to take on the militias involved and no inclination to confront them. The authorities can Euro's trademark do anything. They don't Euro's trademark have the force to be able to make arrests. Says a European diplomat based in Tripoli. The authorities can Euro's trademark do anything. They don't Euro's trademark have the force to be able to make arrests. Says a European diplomat based in Tripoli. In the year since heavily armed assailants attacked the U.S. consulate, Libya has gone from disturbingly wild to downright unruly, and the central authorities have grown weaker. Benghazi has been engulfed in violence with waves of score-settling assassinations and the authorities struggling to contain the chaos. Lawlessness has increased elsewhere, too, with militia-on-militia clashes being seen once again in the capital of Tripoli and drug smuggling, armed robbery, and carjacking on the rise. On August 19, a group of gunmen attacked a convoy carrying the EU ambassador to Libya, Natalia Apostolova. The assault outside the Corinthia Hotel in central Tripoli was not far from Prime Minister Ali Said Euro's trademark's main office. The gunmen robbed the EU delegation at gunpoint before shooting at passing cars and making their escape. Policemen outside the hotel did not dare intervene, according to EU diplomats. Privately, Libyan officials conceded long ago that their own probe into the events of that night was hamstrung not only